second match against Timbers 2 this year. What did you learn in the first one, and how can you apply it to this match on Friday?
Well, it was our first victory, so we have that in our minds. We remember that, but we know that this game is always going to be a tough game for us. Even though we felt like we had more of the play in that first game, if you remember, they scored first and we had to come from behind to win that game. So we know it's going to be a match where you have to concentrate and be focused for 90 minutes because it's such an emotional match, because they're a heated rival, and the guys are aware of that. We expect them, coming off a defeat from San Antonio on Friday, to come out, pretty upset, losing at home like that. So it's going to be a good match. I think, these games are always good, always fun for the fans, and we're ready.
What can you tell us about Felix Chenkam?
Well, he's a finisher. He does that. What he did with those 2 goals on Saturday is what we see from him in training every day. He's just a guy that ain't on around the box. You give him the ball, he's going to find a way to put it in the back of the net. So we're happy that he's coming into form, and hopefully it continues for us, because one of the things we've been lacking is that final part, putting the ball in the back of the net. And I think with him on the pitch, it gives us a very good chance of getting some goals.
How is Nouhou doing?
He's doing well. As far as his prognosis, it's probably another couple of weeks before we see him again with his shoulder injury. But he was coming along well. Was playing well for us with S2, playing down from the first team, and he's a very talented defender that we're happy to have in the organization. I think we'll see great things from Nouhou going forward. So just a matter of him getting better, getting healthy, and getting back on the pitch for us.
How is as the head coach, you have so many high school players. How does that affect how does their schooling affect your ability to play them, to practice them?
Well, we've made some arrangements with some of the high schools to get guys in on training. Some guys are very smart, so they're so far ahead of their group that they're allowed to miss, the morning sessions. And for instance, Sam Rogers, for instance, he comes, trains, he eats, and then he leaves there by 12:30 to get to finish the last couple hours of high school. So we've made some arrangements via the academy. Mark Nichols and those guys have done a very good job of getting some of those guys time off from school to come out and train with us, and it has helped a lot. You see the improvement in these kids. So we want to go young, we want to stay young, and those are some of the obstacles that we're going to have to deal with as far as getting guys out of school so we can train, unless we train at night. And at this point, Starfire is not open at night, as far as field availability. So the best for us is to train in the morning. So we'll continue to work with the schools and try to get those guys in and training as much as we can. Some guys can't come every day, so we get them, 2, maybe 3 times a week to train. Guys like Azrael, who's ironically only 15. But we make the most of what we can, with the available time with these guys.
What about for off-field, their capacity as soccer players? What lessons do you get to give them going on road trips with?
Yeah, well, every moment around professionals help them, and what helps us here at the Sounders is that our second team train at the same time, same facility as the first team. So not only from the S2 staff and the older S2 players, but also from the first team guys. These guys eat lunch with them every day, and so they're able to mingle and talk to guys and learn from those guys, about their experiences and stuff like that. So that's one of the things that we cherish here at the Sounders, is that the ability for even our academy kids. Today with the first team, 2 or 3 of them were playing up, training up with them today. So we have that ability to get these guys amongst seasoned professionals, and they learn from that.